Hi Wendy, it's Lauren and Lily here to update your home exercise program. So everything stays the same for the week, but I want to add one for the abdominals and one for the hip musculature. So Lily, may I have the foam roller please? Thank you, dear. Okay, so one on the foam roller for the abdominals, Wendy, is going to be resting on your back. Do you mind sitting in the chair for just a minute? Resting on your back from head to tail. As much as you can, try to lessen the tension between the ear and the jaw. So let the head rest on the roll, let the ribs rest, let the pelvis rest. I'm going to ask you to lift both legs to a 90-90 or a tabletop, and this exercise I want you to work through just being on the roller, trying to stay as steady as possible and trying to breathe as naturally as possible for about 10 breaths. Notice when you're doing this if you can still keep the collarbones open nice and wide, and you can keep the abdominals drawing in versus popping up towards the ceiling. And again, turn it into just kind of almost like a relaxed state with a lot of good breath work, or a lot of good natural breath work. So that's exercise number one. Exercise number two is going to be on your stomach. Hey. I would say hands resting under the forehead. Wendy, I may lift my head a couple times just to kind of talk towards the camera so you can hear me, but I would say head resting down on the forehead, resting on the hands. You want to feel the lower rib cage, you want to feel the pubic bone resting on the mat. So I'm going to tuck the toes under of my leg closest to the camera. So the movement pattern is, Wendy, I'm going to straighten my knee with my toes still down, so my knee is off the floor, but my toes are still my kickstand. I'm going to keep the leg at the same level, and I'm going to point through the toes. So my leg is literally just hovering off the mat. Again, my pubic bone area is still resting on the mat. And now keeping the leg at this height, Wendy, you're going to take the leg out away from the body, away from the midline, and then bring it back in towards the other leg. You may even cross a little bit. The goal behind this, it's called flossing the psoas. So it's kind of a way to release through the front hip musculature. So again, my goal is that my lumbar area, or a goal is lumbar area is stabilized. So my lower ribs, my pubic bone rest on the mat. I'm going to go through that exercise one more time. And of course, you'll do this on each side. And I would say when you get into the position, repeat the exercise about 6 to 8 times on each leg. So my toes are tucked under, my foot is flexed. I'm going to stand my ground on my toes, tighten my thigh to straighten the knee, and then point through the ankle so my leg is hovering. Try to keep even weight on both sides of the groin area so I'm not twisting through the spine. I take my leg out to the side and back in as close to the other leg or midline as possible. Again, about 6 to 8 times. It's kind of like a windshield wiper on your stomach. Wendy, I hope this is helpful, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.